Hi, welcome. How are you? I fixed everything. So now my streams make sense. I'm very excited. How are you guys? Welcome to the show. We got a lot of news to talk about today. I've changed some stuff around. I'm feeling better about how my layout is and those things. I'm very excited. Welcome. Hi. Let's talk a little bit of news, shall we, today? There's a lot of notes when it comes to Vince McMahon. Is Vince out? Is Randy back? There's a lot of questions we have to ask ourselves. Before we do that, what should we do? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this stream. Support us any which way you can. Sean, Nathan, channel members in the chat. Good to see you. Kadar's in the chat. WWE fan forever. D'Angelo, Savage Lion, New Gen, Kai. Yeah. LA Night Dummy, yeah. Good to see you guys. Jackson McDaniel. Randy, Jamie, right? Dude, we're all good. Let's talk about Mr. Vince McMahon, shall we? Just for a little moment. He's quite the guy. He's quite the character. PW Insider has the following written up regarding Vince McMahon. Oh, Fiendish FBE. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for supporting. Several WWE employees who were in attendance yesterday's meeting. So it was a big meeting for WWE that just went down. It's all shenanigans. Jacket. I'm not wearing a jacket. I'm just wearing a flannel. I'm in my comfy fall weather, brother. In attendance yesterday's meeting said that Vince McMahon was actually using a cane to walk up the stairs to walk to the podium when he spoke. Like a presidential speech, isn't it? They also noted that Vince was in his moment, playing up to the employees that I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. And when God, why would he do that? You're an executive. And when he didn't get a big round of applause, and then remarked to them, "This is when you're supposed to clap," motioning for a response. And later, when they did clap, he joked, "Ha ha ha, you're learning." Oh God, no. It's so uncomfortable. As we noted earlier, Vince McMahon was the only executive not hobnobbing with employees after the meeting. The entire proceeding was filmed with a full-on WWE crew. All the execs came out from behind what we were told was an old Raw set. Well, that's interesting that they would do it that way. And even in his just day-to-day office, Vince is a character, isn't he? He can't even just chill out. Hobnobber is the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Usually the word of the day is Adam. But the word today will be hobnobber. That's what we're going to go with. Oh, so there's a lot of talks when it comes to Vince. And there's a lot that we do need to get into, everybody. Because there is word going around of Vince McMahon, his KO deal, what's going on, the investigations. This is causing a lot of chatter online with the Endeavor deal. This is actually coming out from... Let's take a look at this one here. This one is coming over from WrestlingNews.co. Vince McMahon may be forced to step down as WWE chairman due to the federal government investigation. We'll go through this, but just high level, guys. This is interesting to me because the whole timing. The deal with Endeavor and WWE is done. TKO now, right? Vince was under investigation even while this deal was happening and going down and getting done. Now it's official. Now we're 1 week removed from TKO existing, and the investigations are like in full effect. They're in full swing now. Vince McMahon's a hobnobber. It's interesting timing. My speculation hat goes on. Wouldn't it be wild if Ari Emanuel, Endeavor, they did this deal, they bought it or combined things, whatever, it's $8 billion. They put Vince on the board. They put Vince in charge. But they know that all these pending investigations. I wonder if with all of these pending investigations, all of the negativity, will Endeavor have enough ammunition? Because they have the voting power, but will they have enough ammunition to go to Vince now that the deal is done and say, "You're out, we vote you out"? Because they technically couldn't they? It'll be interesting to see. But it's been a wild year from WrestlingNews.co saying that a wild year for Vince McMahon and its fans. McMahon was forced to step down his role early in the last year. There was the hush money scandal. only to force his way back in January when they were going to do the deal, which is very much what Vince basically said he's doing, because he came back to do this deal. The merger was completed despite the federal government investigations into payments made by McMahon in connections with the hush money scandal last summer, and they were recorded in WWE's annual accounts. McMahon allegedly paid at least $14.6 million to several women, including former WWE employees, to keep them quiet allegations of sexual misconduct and infidelity since 2006. Another $5 million was also paid to the Trump Foundation's Fantastic Foundation for Trump's appearances on television from 2007 to 2009. A search warrant was served and executed by the feds. The grand jury signed off on a subpoena to McMahon on July 17th, although no charges have been filed against him yet. Jacob Frankel, lay chair of Dickinson Wrights Government Investigation Securities Enforcer Practice Group, former senior SEC Divisions of Enforcement, LA Times, that McMahon could face criminal or civil liabilities that may force him out of WWE's role. I wonder, Vince got the deal done. He can leave or be sent off away. Because there were reports of Vince's deal that basically, if he is exited or passes away or whatever it is, but if Vince is out of TKO, of WWE, he's still getting shares. He's still getting millions and millions of dollars if he has to exit. There is a very, very big possibility that Vince is actually going to be gone. Money, money, money. Money. It's very possible. Cage Side Seats also writes this: last week's endeavor finalized the acquisition. Profile piece published today from the Los Angeles Times. The most high-profile example of that attention. The Los Angeles Times tweeted out this for the investigation. That in his most audacious play yet, Vince McMahon... where'd it go? Vince McMahon agreed to merge WWE and UFC to form a company worth $21.4 billion, but casting a pale over the merger are ongoing investigations in conduct. Read it. I don't want to pay for it. I won't pay for it. It'll be very interesting to see where they will go. Hitchhide Seats also writes in for the article itself and just says that much of the article familiar with wrestling fans, at least one who follows all aspects of the business, like Hitchhide Seats, it summarizes McMahon's life from before he purchased the then WWF for $1 million in '84, the culmination of the Endeavor deal. The 1990s Ring Boy scandal, McMahon's own indictment and acquittal on the steroid trial. The new information in the LA Times article mostly pertains to the past year and a half, an eventful stretch which saw McMahon briefly resign the board, payments he made to women for accusing them of sexual misconduct, like we talked about. One of the board members who resigned when McMahon used his position as principal shareholder to force his way back into power WWE goes on record for the first time with the Times. Lahoud found the explosion of allegations disconcerting and did not believe McMahon's return was judicious. It wasn't aligned with my way of seeing what governance is, he said, adding, quote, there was a misalignment with what my values are. Herman also spoke to sources close to the board on background who offered insight to the investigation, and all followed. One said Vince, quote, wasn't happy about being asked to step down at the start of the investigation. Go figure. Another spoke on the board makeover, which followed McMahon's return in January of this year. Quote, he's the kind of person who expects loyalty, said someone close to the one on the outs directors, adding that McMahon viewed its investigation as an act of disloyalty, even though the board was doing its job. Sounds like Trump, doesn't he? Linda McMahon knew all of this is why she left him. Probably. Hi, Apex Assassins. Hi, Jamie. Hi, guys. Oh, boy. Getting spicy. The inquiry could be much broader than the one the company was the majority shareholder, said attorney Jacob Frankel. The Dickinson Rights Government Investigation Group said. In August, SEC filing, WWE reported that it had received voluntary and compulsory legal demands from various agencies concerning the investigation related to subject matters. Representative of the SEC, the U.S. Attorney of the District of Connecticut, where WWE is headquartered, declined to comment. Depending on the potential findings, McMahon could face criminal and/or civil liabilities that could prevent him from serving as an officer or director of a publicly traded company, as well as a clawback of any of the ill-gotten gains, Frankel said. On a lighter note, LA Times piece does include a couple of examples of how strange our little world seems to outsiders. Talked about Montreal Screwjob and so on. So yeah, if he's indicted, Vince is out, pays back what he owes, and he's gone. And I kind of wonder if that is going to happen. And man, it would be almost like a coup where Endeavor would see this happening. Be like, sure, let's buddy up. We'll team up. Vince, you run WWE, knowing that he's not really in charge of it and all this stuff is going to come crumbling down. They must know all of these things are probably going to happen, and they must have an exit strategy with Vince. And I mean exit strategy of Vince McMahon being out of there. It'll be interesting, guys, but what do you think? Do you think Vince is actually going to be gone from WWE? Do you think they would pull the trigger? Be out of there? Because I hope. You know what's fun? My internet work. I feel so happy and cozy right now. Everything's working for me. Everything's coming up rainbow. What do you guys? Do you think he's going to be gone, or do you think he's going to just be there forever? Because he made comments during the meeting, or excuse me, it was the comments during Kurt Angle being on the podcast, on the Joe Rogan podcast, and mentioned quotes from Vince, that Vince will basically never leave, die for. What? Wait, what? I'm looking at some 2K stuff too, by the way. Lee Valentine, shout out to Lee, one of the best in the business. Seriously, I need it. And then status replied to been up for months. Tag is status arena back. 98 Rod 98 is literally in the game. 2K1 to keep it. I feel like I have that. I don't know. Randy coming back, Matt? Let's talk about Randy Orton, shall we? We shall. Hold on. Find the latest. But Vince is a wild stallion, isn't it? Does your community creations keep freezing on loading screens? Keeps happening to me. Yeah, Devin, my community creations has been bad. Loading into community creations has been terrible. Chandler Lewis, thank you very much for your support, buddy. Might have missed it, but thoughts on Vince saying WWE has peaked. No, Chandler, thank you. That was the other point that Vince made, wasn't it? That he made the comments to everybody that the deal went through because he felt that WWE has peaked. Record profits, record houses, record breaking attendances, network on Peacock, much better. Everything is better. Now, it could be when he says peaked. You look at it the other way. When Vince McMahon says the company is peaked, depends where his frame of mind is, right? Because he's looking at this giant, now it is this conglomerate of $21 billion. And they're going to take it to like this next level, right? For the rest of time. It could be that Vince felt that he could not get WWE to new heights, like to another level of expansion, whatever that is. So it's not that WWE is peaked. They're doing better. Ratings are better. Merchandise is like everything is up for WWE. The stock is up. So everything for WWE is going quite good. But I wonder if Vince is really talking about how wrestling business itself in its current iteration, current state has peaked. And yeah, he's getting profits and it's going up a little bit, but it's not going to like new generation of wealth and groundbreaking. Randy Orton. He hears voices in his head. He comes to me. He understands. They talk to me. Let's talk about Randy Orton, WWE return and update. An injured WWE star has been seen at the Performance Center. Guys, this was all over Twitter. You caught this? Randy Orton at the Performance Center. Caught. They caught him. Like, I'm not here. Keep it quiet. Don't tell anybody. Randy Orton seen at the Performance Center. The 14-time WWE champion has been sidelined with a serious back injury. There have been various reports that Orton may be on his way back. Despite rumors of his return to SummerSlam 2023, the Legend Killer has yet to return to the ring. Per Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp, WWE sources confirmed that Randy Orton has been at the Performance Center this week. The full report from Fightful Select adds that Orton has been, quote, working out in the gym, but hadn't resumed in-ring training as of early August. WWE has a strict rule of talents work ahead in some capacity when they're on their way to making a return. WrestleOps also shared a video of Orton at the PC like we just looked at. It's gonna be interesting with Randy Orton. If Randy Orton is training, good sign, everybody. So there's potential. Randy, Pizza Core Kid, Royal Rumble. That would make the most sense. Also, just for storylines right now, he doesn't really fit into anything today other than smash Riddle. And I don't need to see that. I just don't need Riddle on TV. So I can't wait. I hope it means that give me surprise return Randy Orton in at the Royal Rumble. Or if they do a War Games match, let him be a surprise fifth member, fourth guy. He comes in and just does some hot spots, hit some RKOs, and get out of there. The Rumble would be probably easier on him if he was just literally going to be in the Royal Rumble. Randy could be in the Rumble and just not take any bumps when he's in there. He could just stand around and just hit RKOs if they wanted to do that. Randy would probably get almost edge pop when he comes back. Randy's been gone for a very long time. If he comes back at the Royal Rumble, I'd almost want to save him for that. Then you're on road to WrestleMania. He doesn't have to compete a lot. You can ease him back into everything. Sean Nathan says Randy, Cody, Jay for Legacy 2.0. Ooh, that'd be cool. Kadar, I think Royal Rumble's my pick because you can just set up everything for a giant Randy WrestleMania match. What is that match, though? That's the question. Because I don't see it being Riddle. That's not worth it. You could do, we talked a lot about, could he win the Royal Rumble? He's healthy enough, yeah. I'd love to see Randy versus Reigns. I really would. But what I'd love to see, too, is like, if they did, you know what you do? One thing is, Randy, you could do Randy versus Cody, new gen, yes. And what I'm thinking of is Royal Rumble. Randy's music hits. His music gets pops, like just gets a pop. So he comes out, he comes into the Royal Rumble, starts RKOing people left and right. Then he gets Riddle, and he sees Riddle in the Rumble. You know what you do? You have them hug, they embrace, everyone cheers, and then wham, RKO. Riddle eats an RKO, and Randy tosses Riddle out of the Royal Rumble. The crowd pops even bigger. They got Viper Randy Orton. Jack, what's going on, buddy? Too sweet, Jack. So I totally would do that. I would have Randy come in and RKO everybody, including Riddle, and take him out of the Royal Rumble. From there, if The Rock is going to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, if that happens, Randy versus Cody, night one. Opening match. Vince gone? He might be gone, Timothy. He might be. But Randy Orton is coming back, according to videos. Randy versus Cody or Randy versus Riddle. I just don't think Randy versus Riddle is a big enough match, quite honestly. That's like Elimination Chamber. Give them the match and give them a blow off there. I don't think that's a big enough match for Riddle at a pay-per-view. Riddle has not been doing much of anything. So I kind of lean towards Randy and Cody if they want to do that, because there's so much history you could mine from, and I would love to see it too. Jack, from our conversation the other day on stream, I'm going to tweet at you right now so you know my @ for future. Fine. Do it. Jack, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. By the way, AEW Fight Forever final DLC is out, ladies. The Legacy. Unless Riddle turns on Randy. You could do that, but then you'd have head of the table, hi. But then you could, I think Randy's better heel. Do that, but then I think you still need to write that match off before WrestleMania. Jack, waiting for you. Oh, there you are, Jack. Jack, I have not, I'm telling you right now, I have never seen your avatar and I've never seen your messages. I'm telling you right now. I hit follow. See that? See? I follow. Jack. Now we know. Now we're good. Oh, head of the table. Thank you very much. I put a lot of work into today's video. So I'm glad somebody watched it. It was a lot of work. It was fun. did Superstar Mode. But what did we talk about? Go find out. All right, let's talk about viewership for a second here. So I do think, if you guys think so, I don't know what you guys think, but I think that Randy versus Cody could be really good if you're going to do that. If Roman is busy with Rock, do that match. If not, if it's still going to be Cody versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, what do you do with Mr. Randy Orton? What do you do with Randy? Riddle, totally. But that's like a Raw thing. Like, that is not... Riddle is so cold right now. And Randy needs a giant high-profile thing at WrestleMania. I'd love to actually see Roman versus Randy. But I don't know what you do. Randy versus LA Knight? Randy versus Gunther? Randy's a free agent. He didn't sign up anywhere in the draft. But I appreciate it anyways, bro. Oh, thanks, Jack. I'm glad you didn't get back. RK Bro versus Judgment Day helps hide Randy. You could just do that if you want to get them back into the mix, and then maybe have Randy or Riddle turn on one another. Randy versus Cena in a one final match. Randy versus Von Wang. Hey. Randy versus Gunther. You could do like Randy versus whoever's World Heavyweight Champion. If Randy's a heel, I think you got more options. If Randy's a face, I feel you're limited. And Raw is loaded with faces. Randy versus Roman versus Cody versus LA Knight. Book it, brother. Let's talk about a little bit of Monday Night Raw, shall we? Raw fell after another all-time viewership low. The NFL had big-time games. Big time. This is where I worry about Collision. This is coming over from Post Wrestling. Shout out to them. They're awesome. Lower viewership against 2 NFL games, while AEW Collision saw a decrease in young males. That's what she said. The September 18th edition of Raw averaged 1.331 million viewers and a 574 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. It's coming over from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics. Raw's viewership fell 3% last week, all-time low for the first time since last December. From last time's all low for a first-time run of the program in its history, aside from a, quote, best of show that aired in December. This week's show is now the least watched show in the program's history. However, the 18 to 49 demo audience was up 9% this week, with males increasing from 383,000 to 414,000. That's what she said. And women jumping from 144 to 160 this week. The culprit was the NFL, which aired 2 games on Monday, with the 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time start, and then the 8:15 game. So they got decimated by the NFL. Monday, it was revealed that ABC had added 10 Monday night game this season, which will simulcast from ESPN, resulting in significantly larger competition for Raw, with millions of additional viewers watching football every Monday on network television. So pause there for a second. I think with the Endeavor deal and the TV deals coming up, I think if you're USA Network, if you want Raw to do Raw, like WWE is in a very, very, very healthy spot. We don't know if Fox is going to renew. They're putting a lot of star power behind SmackDown, like The Rock, John Cena, a lot of stuff. Fox may not think it's worth it. So then you move SmackDown to another night, like a Thursday night. Do you move Raw? Raw's been with the USA Network. It's been on Monday nights. What if Vince is also not in charge and then the TV deals come up and he's not really negotiating the TV deal? If I'm TKO, shift Raw. It's a new era. Shift Raw off of Monday nights at 8 p.m. Change it. You're always going to lose to football. You're always going to lose to football. Why go up against that battle for the next 4 to 5 years again? If you're always going to be decimating the ratings, if they care. I know they lock in the TV deals and it's like, whatever. But imagine for a second, they move them 2 hours or 3 hours. Big MGM. Move Raw for 2 hours to 3 hour show. Prime time, Wednesday nights. Or Tuesday night Raw. I go with Tuesday or Wednesday night. Wednesday night, stick it to AEW just to see what the hell would happen. Tuesday night, I could see them doing. Tuesday, and then do a Thursday or Friday night SmackDown. I kind of like the SmackDown on Friday. I think WWE likes the Friday night SmackDowns only because when they get to the premium live events on Saturdays, they do like a big weekend event, right? We get the Friday night SmackDown from like Puerto Rico, and then which is a hyped up SmackDown and does really well, and then you get the premium live event on Saturday. And if you're UFC, then you run a show on Sunday. So then they're just going bang, 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 bang. What happens to NXT then? JC, that's the other problem or question too. But I believe with the TV negotiations, what was being reported is that NXT and Raw are kind of like packaged together. Wherever one goes, the other goes. Here's what you could do. So to that point, move Raw to Tuesday nights. Same like time slot, 7 or 8 p.m. Please make it 2 hours. But let's say they keep it at 3 hours because of the advertising. 3 hours on USA Network on Tuesday nights. And then move... See, Jamie, you're saying move NXT to Peacock? I disagree, only because NXT's numbers are pretty healthy. When they have one star like Becky Lynch, they're getting 800,000 viewers. Move NXT to Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And then you've got... Not that I'm trying to like crush AEW or anything. They will still hold their fan base. But I think if you put them up against each other again, WWE just shifts their schedule. Monday just turns into football night. They'll never win against the NFL. Move them to Tuesday. Move NXT to Wednesdays at 8. That competes with AEW. They'll eat their lunch if they even want to. And then you either have SmackDown on Thursdays or Friday nights. Didn't they used to have? Yeah, they had NXT on Wednesdays. And then they shifted. Because they were competing with AEW and it wasn't going well. But there was a lot going on and they switched NXT completely. That was awful. I take Wednesday night NXT. And then you might get some better competition and better stories and push out of AEW doing more. I would say Raw on Tuesdays. So would I. I kind of feel like Raw would make good sense on Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights is not a big TV night. I say Thursdays for SmackDown as pay-per-views are Saturday. So do I, Apex. I like that balance too. Because not everyone watches NXT. However, when you do have some star power, which they've proven, you get a big Wednesday night lineup. You get one main roster star on there doing a small run. It's going to bump NXT ratings. If they want to counter program at AEW at all, like if AEW does I don't know, just one of their mini pay-per-views on Dynamite, they can easily compete with that and just eat their lunch. And then, yeah, I would do like you guys are saying. Tuesday Raw, Wednesday NXT, Thursday SmackDown, Saturday premium live event. Or you just move it to Wednesday Chandler, and then that messes with AEW. On Monday, it was revealed that ABC had added 10 Monday Night Football games, like we mentioned. The loss of viewers... oops, I'm going to move the chat. The loss of viewers for Raw was not due to its younger audience, which was the 18 to 34 increase by 21%, and adults 39 to 49 by rising by 350,000 to 368. In Canada, where I am, the Canuck, Raw averaged 282,500 viewers, and 134,600 25 to 54 demo on Sportsnet 360, which is increased from 38 and 32 respectively from last week. So it went up in Canada, but we're Canadians. We're not always watching the football. According to WrestleNomics, the peak quarter was 8:15 to 8:30. Makes sense. Raw. Well, didn't Raw just kick off with Cody right away? Raw they always do like a bunch of recaps for the first 5-10 minutes. You can skim. So sure, the show really starts at 8:15. For the post-match involving Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes in the ring, beatdown was 1,045,000, 616 in the demo. However, the next quarter was 14% decrease. Oh boy, which was the low point of the show for the demo for the Kofi Ivar match. Kofi Ivar banger. Fiendish. Even if Vince will be forced out, he will return. He'll be back. He always comes back. Like a cat. Comes back home. AEW Collision was steady on Saturday night in terms of viewership, 1849 audience, although there was a major decline amongst young males. September 16th edition of State College, Pennsylvania was 4.7 and so on. WrestleNomics reports that Collision peaked during the 3-minute overrun with 588,000 viewers, ending Statlander and Baker, along with 209,000 viewers in the 18 demo. which matched the demo audience for the opening quarter. The Collision doesn't fall off a cliff. Stays steady. It's good. Glad, and those numbers are good for it without CM Punk. I think Collision could be okay. The problem Collision's going to have is this. Collision faced multiple college games on Saturday night, including Florida versus Tennessee on ESPN. That averaged 5 million viewers. There were also games aired on Fox, CBS, and ABC. And this is where Collision is going to be in a lot of trouble. This is where Raw is not new to football. Like, it's not a new thing. So it's really not going to shake them that much, right? It's going to take more than that. Fiendish FBE says, in your opinion, should they have pay-per-view on Sunday? No, I actually like Saturday pay-per-views, to be honest. I think there's goods and bads. I like that when the SmackDowns roll into the pay-per-views. I like that. Because then it keeps the hype going through the weekend. I think if you do like Friday Night SmackDown, then a Sunday pay-per-view, that's a lot of gap. But I kind of like Saturday pay-per-view shows. Gives everyone Sunday off. There's Sunday football as well. People get burnt out from watching stuff on Sunday. They're going back to work, back to school, etc. And then you got to wait all the way to Monday night. The traditional way of like watch pay-per-view on Sunday and then you get Raw the next night to see what happens was always awesome. But nowadays it's not always like must-see TV. Back in the Attitude Era when I watched, it was like you'd watch a pay-per-view on Sunday night and crazy stuff happened. Like Rock turns and joins the corporation. You could not wait for Monday night. So I'd rather do Saturdays. Feels good. Other news. Post wrestling. Ashley Emanuel, daughter of Ari Emanuel, is working at WWE. Go figure. With the merger of WWE and UFC, completed the TKO Group Holdings combined forces and energies. Oh yeah, Vince McMahon, president of the meeting, Nick Khan, Paul Triple H, Levesque, Kevin Dunn, Brad Bloom, Vince McMahon, Ari Emanuel. The site noted that Khan said it was unfortunate that layoffs happened, but they're thankful to everyone for their hard work. And McMahon introduced Endeavor and TKO CEO Ari Emanuel, who shared that his daughter Ashley is working for WWE. PW added that she was with the company prior to the merger. Ashley is an executive assistant at WWE. Good for her. Working in the office. Good stuff. What does Tony say? It's fascinating. Tony Khan says that the merger is very fascinating. It's fascinating, the WWE UFC merger. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the world of sports, combat sports, and pro wrestling. I love pro wrestling. It's an amazing business. I think there are a lot of really exciting things happening. It's in a different league. Whole different thing. I don't know what's going to happen with that whole Vince McMahon deal. We will have to wait and see. But WWE did hold that meeting with all of the suits, TKO, and everybody, and they all got together. Total knockout. New Gen. TKO is the merger group name between WWE and UFC, and they became TKO. See? WWE is TKO now. Like the umbrella brand. And that is WWE and UFC. Brian, what's going on, brother? A new report has just revealed details on the first employee meeting post-TKO merger. Vince McMahon. I like it too. Apex. Per Fightful at Sean Ross Sapp, WWE held a meeting in Stamford headquarters on September 19th with Ari Emanuel, Vince, and Nick Khan, and they all stood up and talked about how great they all were. WWE held an employee meeting, says Sean Ross Sapp. Ari also introduced his daughter Ashley and noted she works for WWE. McMahon referred to Ari as his boss and said that the company had stagnated and this deal was to get them to the next level. That is all. Will Stephanie return if Vince leaves for good? If Vince is gone, we thought Vince was gone. Said, I'm out, I'm gone, bye-bye, have a great day, everybody. We thought Vince was gone. And he wasn't gone. I don't know. I think if Ari Emanuel wants Stephanie McMahon back, that it could happen. But I don't know if Stephanie McMahon wants to get involved in that. Very interesting. We will see. Let's take a look. How are you two? Top stars. A top star, AEW star. Yunjin's comment. Hi. AEW star discusses Edge. You think you know him. I mean, Edge, Adam Copeland, real name revealed. His final match, his WWE contract is up. Speaking with Josh Martinez of the Superstar Crossover Podcast, Jericho commented on this and said, well, I mean, quote, who's to say for sure? But if you look at Chris Jericho, for example, where I was in WWE, there really wasn't much more that I could do there. You're there for many years and you've wrestled everybody and it's great, but it's always good to shock people and show up with a new kind of mission. But I think somebody like Edge, you know, there's a lot of guys over here in WWE like this. They've kind of done everything and they can do there. For him to come to AEW with a whole new, fresh, new coat of paint, a whole new roster of matches that he can have, obviously a new name, which would then, knowing him, knowing me, what I would do is a whole new look, a whole new mindset. That's the best thing about having AEW is about us being able to be successful as where we are. Then that now is a viable alternative. I don't want to say competitor because it's not that, but you can now go to either Edge to AE. You guys think he's actually going to jump? I don't know if he is. He is. It's going to be like limited wrestling, like a WWE deal. Good for AEW. Oh, Kadar, yeah, it is Grand Slam tonight. Maybe he will show up. That'd be interesting. Loading up 2K. See if we get some 40-60. Yeah, I feel that. I don't think Edge will be go to AEW. No, I think we saw that as SmackDown. So you thought that until you saw the SmackDown intro? Oh yeah, where he was in there. He may not. If he does, it'll be one match. It'll be for like a big show. Really big show. UK for us. Check out some stuff. Get back in the news. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at this. FBE says, will his name be Edge? It could be The Edge. Or On the Edge. No, I can't do Edge. Trademark. Let's talk about this, because I've been very interested about this deal. WB deal. And the Warner Brothers Discovery. The All Elite Wrestling. Those two things. CM Punk for Edge. Let's do a trade. Let's do a trade. An update has been provided on the potential AEW and Max streaming deal following the Sports Edition. Now, I'm in Canada. We don't get Max, HBO Max. We get Crave, like a knockoff. Well, it's still HBO, but branding. On September 19th, Warner Brothers Discovery announced that Max is adding live sports tier to the services on October 5th. The new tier will be titled Bleacher Report Sports Add-on or BR Sports. FBE, thanks, man. Edge cage like Christian Cage. Terrible. That's very terrible. The live sports tier with an additional $10 on top of the standard subscription fee. There will be a free promotional period that runs through October. It's a lot of money. AEW will currently not be part of Bleacher Report's sports add-on. AEW and WBD are partners with AEW programming that airs on TNT, TBS. AEW pay-per-view event airs the Bleacher Report live. It remains to be seen if AEW will join the new live sports tier. Wrestle Talk will provide updates on this. Sean Ross Sapp says that Max is adding live sports tier. $10 a month for additional charges for Max subs through February 2024 for the promo period. AEW, Sean Ross Sapp says that AEW will not be part of this as of now. It'll be interesting to see if they become part of the Max deal and they're bundled in there. What do you think? Because for me, it's a lot of money. What is HBO Max? Because again, I'm in Canada and we have Crave TV, which is like $20 or $25 a month. HBO. There's free, there's lights. So ad light plan is $10 a month. Ad free plan is $16. So the ultimate, so if I get the ultimate plan, it's $20 a month or $200 a year. $20 a month plus another $10 to watch live sports. $30 a month. I'm into like a cable subscription at this point. That's a lot of money. Will HBO add in AEW into the programming to the sports? I think they need to. I think if they splice it again, then you're going to confuse audiences. Like, I think you're going to confuse the consumer with HBO Max. If you're like, here are all our tiers. They come out and they're like, HBO Max pricing is 3 plans essentially, and then they add in a sports, and then they add in a wrestling one or an AEW add-on for $4.99 or $5 or whatever it would be, or it's $10. I think that's insane. I think what HBO would do is they'd figure out all of this by January. They're going to see how the first rollout goes with live sports, how the system handles everything, how the servers are, how the network is it working smoothly? If they can see what the sign-up rates are as well, then they can plan to integrate more content within the $10 sports add-on and put in AEW. But do they get greedy like UFC, where they're like, here's the subscription service, and then you still need to buy pay-per-views? Because I don't know. And I'm in Canada too, so I'm like, I don't even know what we're going to get. Because for us with Crave, which is HBO here, it's the same pricing structure where it's like $10, 15, 20. There's a lot of good stuff on there, but they add in for another $10 for sports. If I get AEW, Collision, Rampage, Dynamite every week, I could see myself getting that. Plus, I get all the live sports anyway, so I could see myself getting that base plans. But if they tell me AEW is an extra thing, I'm going for that. Right now, it's on like TSN Plus in Canada, so you need like a cable subscription. It's hard to watch Dynamite. It's actually not that easy. Yeah, Frizzy, we're gonna get cheese, brother. We're in the new era of WWE now, new gen. A little bit. It'll take a little bit of time for it to like fully get off the ground, but we'll get there. He can move. But yeah, the Max thing, I always find that stuff, the TV deal stuff, very interesting. See what they will do, what they could do. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, WWE was low ratings, everybody. TV deals left and right. Lots of shenanigans happening. We got Dynamite tonight. Post Wrestling just posted this. John Pollock updated the Vince McMahon investigations, covering in LA Times NXT ratings and tickets. So let's see. There's a lengthy piece going on about this. It was a line. Oh yeah, this was the previous article we talked about. NXT was the first cable version of this Tuesday. On Tuesday with 824,000 viewers. Holy crap. It was slightly below last week's number, but that was with Becky Lynch coming and winning the title. At a strong 1834. Female viewerships in both 18 and 39. It was built around Becky Lynch taking on Stratton and Kiana James. Valkyrie coming to the team. Dang. You get one wrestler in there, man. You get one main person. Avi, thanks, man. I have Max with my AT&T phone plan. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they offer that too in Canada, where they're like, we'll bundle your phones and the streaming services. AEW returns at Arthur Ashe Stadium for the third edition of Grand Slam with a big push to move tickets. Tony Khan, MJF, Chris Jericho, Swerve Strickland, among others, are doing media in New York. This year's show will not approach the 2022 numbers. I heard it's way down. So 2022 numbers were approximately 12,600 paid people with 13,800 distributed, much less than the first stadium, which was over 20,000. On paper, it's an excellent card and should be a better TV episode this year for Collision. For all the focus on the ticket sales for the company, Dynamite numbers remain consistent, with Dynamite averaging 0.31 in the demo, 879 viewers on average. But it's kind of scary when NXT does 824. Dynamite's only 879. The problem with Dynamite I always have is that Dynamite just always sticks around the 800s. They don't grow. King, I'm going to stream 2K in a few minutes, actually. Stay tuned, brother. There were reports too that I was seeing that this year for Grand Slam, like the numbers went from 20,000 to last year's 12, 13,000, and this year they're reporting tickets for like 6,000. Like it's going to be a tiny show. So, going to try to watch it tonight. Kind of curious to see what the heck it's going to look like. We will need to see. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And welcome to Assemble. We are going to hang out together. Thank you guys if you were donating your super chats. I super thank you for all your support. And you're just chilling in the chat too. Drop a thumbs up, drop a like on things. Let's go have some fun. Where's my game? There we go. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Let's do this. All right, let's take a look here. We're going to do some stuff. See, I changed my layouts too, so we got some fun new things here to show you guys. Now, let's try and see. We're going to go online first for a second. We'll see what's going on. Bobby Crossway, what's going on? Brandon, what's going on, buddy? Over our favorite creators. The Paramount Plus should do a deal with Impact or AEW like Peacock. They should. I actually downloaded Paramount Plus just the other day. Yesterday, because I wanted to watch the new Transformers movie that I haven't seen yet. I don't like Paramount Plus that much. It doesn't have enough for me. Can low bridge move be performed by everyone? Don't know. We got loading times. Now, who did this one? Hold on here. Get my bigger screen up. Soy Rue. Oh, Soy. Look at you giving me the Becky Lynch treatment. Could be said as an alt attire. This one could be said as an alt attire. New shirt, thank you status. What's the difference, Soy? I'm going with the re-uploaded one. Oh, sick. Awesome. Let's see what the other one is. Thank you guys very much for your support. Grizzy says, I bet Matt didn't get himself. No, I didn't. I apologize. Busy days. And my special day is on Tuesday, so I can get a shout out, please. It's on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday? Well, then shout out. Special day, big boy. I want to check out this Becky Lynch. That's awesome. I was disappointed that we didn't get Tegan Nox versus Becky. The reports out there were that they were going to be doing that match. They pulled it. They put Natalia in there. Who cares? Dobby says, more Stewie, please. If you joined me yesterday, Stewie Griffin impressions at like midnight. Couldn't sleep. Had problems. We're all okay.
I sat here and I did Stewie Griffin going up against The Undertaker. They were talking about having a match. And Stewie was like, Undertaker, how do we wrestle? What moves do we do on each other? Do we perform big moves, big man moves, big meaty moves, you know? We could do lots of fun things together, Undertaker. And Undertaker said,
Stewie, it's a dead man, and I'm gonna show you how to do pile drivers. Monster pile drivers. Take them right out deep down inside.
Oh, Undertaker, that's grand. But I don't like it very much.
All right. Go to NXT. JC, good lord. All right. Two problems we got. Matt, what are your opinion on Coca-Cola or Scotiabank based off attendance for AEW? They're both low. I've actually been in both shows for AEW there. And I'm very good. Low attendance, brother. Larry says 10 out of 10. Thank you. You have a great impression of Stewie Griffin.
The Undertaker's dead man. Find Michelle. Got her new lady, Jim.
Oh no, Undertaker.
Why are you afraid of me, Stewie? Are you worried that you're gonna get a pile driver?
No. Not that. It's just, I just don't think, how do you do it? Do I flip you upside down and then I put my thing in your face?
Kind of, but not really. I smash your head on the floor.
Well, that sounds really painful. I don't think we want to do that. But I don't mind, Undertaker, if you flip me around, upside down, you know. We can have a good time.
Stewie, I don't think you understand what a pile driver is.
I've seen videos.
What?
I've seen movies. The late night ones. Sometimes they're on. They're a little fuzzy, but you can make it out if you look close enough.
Sounds like Macho Man.
Oh yeah,
It's just all like a little bit of Macho Man and Undertaker. Everything just defaults to Undertaker.
Undertaker.
Anyone to get Dushasi updated? Status did one like a month ago, but not with like the new short curls that she has. D'Angelo says, do my British stuff. Oi. Hello. They'll have a little bit of tea.
Never.
Some people
watch the world burn. Orange, thighs, tangerine.
whatever. Maybe difficult to do, but Peter Griffin. No, I can't do Peter Griffin. Becky Lynch. John Keegan, I'm good, man. How are you? You don't speak English, mate. Oh no, neither do I. It's quite rubbish. The speaking. Finn Balor Stewie convo. You try to do trips and takers, so bled into your impression. Yeah, it pretty much does, David, where it's just like,
hello, this is the game, Triple H.
he just turns into Undertaker. JD effing me. Oh, F me. Going after Stewie Griffin. It's Finn effing Balor. I should be really Money in the Bank. Not you, Damian Priest. F you, Damian. Stewie, what do you think about me doing a double stomp on your face?
Well, I don't know, Mr. Balor. You know, stomping somebody on their face could hurt quite a bit, you know. Not really into that. But I do like the idea of pile drivers. Just huge pile drivers.
Do you see big Microsoft leak yesterday? Microsoft leaked this whole new roadmap for Microsoft wants to own Nintendo. I heard about that. I didn't read through it. Oh, a lot of reports there. I didn't read through that thing. Reach says pause. Hey, yo. Soyel Rue just came out with a new Becky Lynch. Like it. Oh no, Tiffany Stratton. Strap in, strap on. Just going crazy for it. Pre-order the new Walking Dead game comes out over. I need to read up on that thing. Yeah, Sean Nathan, was that Xbox leak real? Was that legit? I feel like I'm pressing like a ton of buttons right now for no reason. From the entrance to the in-ring hair? Yeah, I think it did. Oh no. Tiffany Stratton is constantly going for arm bars left and right. Strapping in, trying to get it with us? Nah. WWE Gaming, thanks, buddy. 1 sec. Yeah! You should make Dom Dom defend the North American title in a War Games match with him starting it. Oh my gosh. Or Dom Dom. Tommy won't like that. John Nathan was complete timeline, the future plans on the console. Wasn't the console 2020... The 2026 or 28? They were going to do a new console, and it looked like basically a Amazon Alexa. Fiendish. Matt, what button you use to perform the low bridge while standing on the apron? SmackDown said you pull it off the left trigger down, but it didn't work. I'd have to check, brother. Perform the low bridge while standing on the apron? Bloodline is broken? Delete it. Oh, we're not getting Punjabi prison match. That ain't happened, not by a long shot. Oh, I got a new camera angle for you guys, too. By the way, I'm going to add an extra camera in here. It's going to be all spicy. And look at that. Aha! That throw you right off. Hi! Nice and close. Oh, no.
Why is he so close to my face? Nobody understands me. What's a low bridge? That another sexual move you do to people? Huh? Is that a sexy time thing? Becky Lynch trying to touch Tiffany Stratton. She's touching nicely. Throwing her around. We're at the count of 4, ladies.
Get in the ring. Mid-gen console? Yeah, so it's going to be like a... Was it 2028, though? I can't remember. Get in here, Rhea Rip. Or Tiffany Stratton. I mean, I'd probably get it. It's like, it looks like a mid-gen refresh for console. I'd probably still get it. Oh no. Dang. Here is the news by Assemble Matt. Yeah, pretty much.
Hello.
The League Series X is a discless console. Oh yeah, it's Slave Gender Rumors was the new console in 2028. The discless in 2024. So yeah, it's going to be basically the Series S with the Series X power that we already have. Just no disc, which will save them maybe the consumer $100. You want to do that? You say Fiendish says, my mistake, Matt. It's the right trigger. Sorry. Right trigger. Oh, throw her back in the ring. Dude, David, I want gauntlet matches too, man. I want all the gauntlets. Yeah, I can play it like this now. See, this makes it good. I can see full screen. I'm going to get the microphone out of it. They get rid of the NXT, I'll be mad. I don't think they'll get rid of NXT, Javi. Want gauntlet matches? Dom learned last night that you don't mess with Julia. Julia's dangerous. I'm excited to see Gunther and what the hell's his face? Why am I spacing her? DIY. Craig, what's wrong with my brain? What's his name? It was things like Ciampa, thank you, David. God. All right. Ciampa. I'm excited for that. He's going to go through Imperium, and then he's going to fight Ciampa. Give it to me. Yo, main, the main event show, WWE, no Raw, SmackDown, just what? Main event. Yo, main event as the main show for the WWE, no more Raw. Oh, that's kind of a cool thing, but they wouldn't get rid of Raw. That's the name. Yeah, at least they're trying to do something with Ciampa, though. I'll give them that much credit. They weren't before. What is she doing? I hit finisher. Does a leg. Why is that happening? I hope we get DIY rematch. I'd be down for that. If you're not down with that, I got to.
Suck it, things.
What? Oh no! Playing possum with me. Nah, Tiffany Stratton. NXT wheel is doing great right now. Gargano's still injured? No, he's back. He was doing live events. Yowie, wowie, D well. Good man. Caught up with all your chat with the wrestling shoot, but one thing you did both want to improve for 2. Oh, what's one thing we wanted to improve in 2K24? I thought we talked about it on the show there, but one thing. I'll just say universe mode for now, because like combat I'm fine with for the most part. It's got small things and that's on. No crazy overhauls needed. Should rename world to... Always Ali, subscribe. Yay! Uh-oh. Oh, she nailed it. Nice new camera angle. Thanks, Bobby. Got a new one. See? I was trying to spice things up. I got another camera. There, I got her. I have another camera. I'm going to try and tickle it a little bit. Oh, hell yeah. I win. Look at that. Becky rolls out of the ring. Yeah, I'm going to try and get the other camera set up, so it's going to do like a side angle thing. It might work out. Then I got to get another cam link. That's a lot. All for you people. All to entertain different angles of my face. But it keeps it more engaging, right? Because you can do stuff like this. You're like, oh, people don't give you that camera angle. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Superstar wins. Improve universe mode. Make it like you're watching the real show. 100%. Give me intros. That's what I need. The superstar. All right, let's go back into community creations for a second. You never seen that cutscene? New Gen, if you do a quick roll up, like I played Possum and did a roll up, they roll out of the ring, they'll do that. Play against like just hook up another controller. Play against yourself. You'll be able to pull it off. Live again? Okay, Wolf Mode. We're back again, aren't we? You like that? You like that, Big Daddy? Do you really believe Randy Orton will be making a return? Yes. I think he was at the Performance Center, and I think it's very likely that he will be there. LA Matt, new camera angle. Yeah, dummy. It's the same thing. It's just pulled in, adjusted. But it creates a little variety. Might be random, but I feel like they add multiple camera options for gameplay. They should. Like, we have it in GM mode. We don't have it here. $5:30. My goodness. We're going to wrap things up in a little bit. Maybe 2 years left in Randy's thing. Yeah, I feel like give him two WrestleManias. Get him to WrestleMania 40 for sure. That in our life. Do here. We are going to do... I wanted to get the Triple H down with the suck it. Add a manager. Try and get Stephanie Pac-Man. I have no power in my house. Boys in the Wood, then how are you here? Are you on your phone? Randy Rock Cena, maybe CM Punk back. What year is it? Good year, brother. All right. Triple H. 2000. What? Holler if you hear me. Yeah, Scott Steiner. Triple H. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go for 2003. Still clean shaven. Call mobile David Matt. Thank you, JC. Thank you. Pac-Man. Pac-Man. Popeye's chicken would hit the spot right now. All right, we got Triple H going up against Big Bad Booty Daddy. Yeah, F you, Hunter. See the face. Oh, try to go for pedigrees. Nah. Strap match in the game next. Yeah, Frizzy will be great. We're not gonna get a strap match. I think the physics on that would destroy the game. They can't pull that off. Yeah, like this. I can look at the other monitor, and it looks like I'm looking directly at that screen. Isn't that fun? It's fun for everybody. How are you? Big Papa Pump. I like to see strap match though. I did hear rumblings that you know, Cody's music is always a big problem for everybody. There are rumblings that it's going to be fine next year. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard from people. That's cool. Like the issues of the attires, music thing, that's probably gone. So we can only be happy with Cody. Yay. We could all do a Cody's alt attire and not get screwed. How'd you get that Triple H, Boys in the Wood? Status. Search what's the status. Triple H alt. You can just search what's the status. Who said that? Feel my story. If Brian said it, I'll believe it. Brian didn't say it directly. Hulk Hogan strap match. Terrible. I might be on the show with Brian Williams and Jesse from Pro Wrestling Shoot. That'd be kind of cool. Who created the long hair Rhea Ripley that you have? I think it was Soyel Rue. Uh-oh, Big Papa Pump's going to the top rope, Daddy. No. Clarice, I think Drew will turn heel. Gotta get a different Stephanie. Get attitude here, Stephanie. Oh wait, Triple H. Big Papa Pump. That got watermarks for Canadian channel. What? I have a watermark? Like what? A Canadian watermark? Is that a thing? Hold on. Now I'm curious. Because Canada is doing weird things. See a mark? No Canadian mark in me? Looking at the... Why do we lie? A Triple H? Oh yeah, man. Some status. I had a TSN and Forza 360, is it? Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. Favorite part about wrestling in ring promos or stories? Probably stories. In ring is typically solid no matter what you're watching. Typically. We're just talking WWE. WWE way of doing things. Stories are more memorable than... You'll have memorable promos that will stick out, but in large part, it's just like the overall story that you kind of remember. I don't remember every promo from Austin and Rock and Triple H and stuff, but I know they were great, and I know a lot of stories were great. Yeah, the matches are a culmination of the story, exactly. Exactly. Aha! Back in your face again. I kind of like this, because you can still see the whole screen, and I can talk to you guys. I'm paying real good attention. Alright, let's try and do Spinebuster. Finish up here. Whoa. Papa Pump! Fine on the pine. Whoa. Pedigree. Game over. Oh, he's tired already. Oh, no. Come on, Trips. A hot fix for that. WWE fan, hi. Pedigree, Triple H wins. Hell yeah. The new 2K should have longer career mode in the game about doing whatever you have to do to get in the Hall of Fame. I like that. Look at Triple H, slick back hair. Mundo? Yeah. MJF versus Joe. Not his killer. FBE says, do you know any creators Do awesome pay-per-view arenas. Yeah. Soyel Rue does amazing pay-per-view arenas. Jenna Sting does amazing pay-per-view arenas. Corin Farrell also does really cool stuff. I'll show you. Let me look. Marty M. Yeah. You want more custom stuff? Marty will do more custom things. I'm waiting for Reeves to do stuff. We'll call it the backstage brawls. Let me show you. Jenna. Soy. Too sweet you already got like a bunch of actually retro arenas. Farrell. Good. Marty M, yeah, he's great. They need to add better bleeding systems. Oh, for arenas. Hook last DLC pack. Yeah, John, I was going to comment on it tomorrow in a video, but... Oh, come on. So there's the Ultimate X from Marty M, which is a lot of fun. Marty's also got Daly's Place venue, all in London from Marty. Too Sweet Ya has a lot of the old like Attitude Era ones. Too Sweet Ya did WrestleMania X7. Judgment Day. So much work into these. They need to add. Frizzy says they need to make a show. It would have the WWE logo, but instead you can add the TSN to make it authentic. Well, that's cool.
A nice idea.
Yeah, the Hookhausen DLC and got mini games. Not getting it. Made a moon. I heard. I haven't gotten that yet. I'm not interested in the Hookhausen deal. I need fixes to fight forever. Show me fixes. Hopefully, when the DLC drops, when is that thing coming out? September 8th or something? 28th, I mean? Hopefully, if that DLC drops, it's dropping with a patch. Someone make an arena in the White House? Probably. $4,000? It's a lot. Hey. Hey. Fine is to baby. Who would leave the OC, David? Yeah, Yim. I mean, all of them. Let it load. Let it load. Do Finn Balor voice? Oh, F me, it's Finn effing Balor gonna go fight Judgment Day. He's gonna tag team with JD McDonough. Stupid. Let's see what other ones we got. The Too Sweet Ya pack is great, and then like Soyel Rue does like more of the modern Payback and all the recent ones. But yeah. Do one more match, guys, and then Daddy's got a roll. Let's go. Why does the background lo-fi music kind of remind me of Minecraft? I can't help you. Oh, balls. It doesn't. Does it? Gotta go and create. Dang it. Hate when it does this. Clearly a show. JD was a teacher and I taught him. Hate when it doesn't do all the arena stuff. Head of the table, did you just load up Solo Sokoa? Just peeked on my Twitter, Twatter, X. gonna give it to you. Ugh. I'm gonna do all this. Finish. I'll definitely add 2 switches to my favorite. Yeah, 2 switches is great. The lookout. It's the raw in the bull in the son of a bee. But Raw 2005 then. That's all I get because WWE 2K doesn't give you things you want. Show images. Give you old Raw in here. Some old Raw. Some old Raws. Here's the other thing. Alphabetize your stuff. Just alphabetize. And are you an iPhone guy or Android guy? iPhone guy. I've had Androids over. I just tend to lean back towards Apple. No, not that one. There. Finally. Yeah, why can't it, JC, why can't things just be alphabetized? Who's good in Raw 2000? You know what we will do? I did play Kurt Angle against Kurt Angle. Goldberg's 2003. Who do we use, guys? Raw 2000. Oshi Austin. Undertaker. Undertaker was injured. X-Pac. Avengers reference. How do you feel about DC? I love the cartoons. I love it. I love the animated movies for. Those are all freaking awesome. Yeah, I'll probably do Stone Cold. Stone Cold Steve Austin, what? Versus 2000. Starting to run low on people from the 2000s. Now let's do McMahon. Play Red Dead Redemption 2 yet? No. A classic. Parents, you want to? Yeah. What? Yeah. All right, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, I wanted the intros. That bums me out. I want to see the entrance. That bothers me. Sorry, guys. I don't know why entrances are turned off. Yeah. To this arena. Trying to do this again. We need the GM mode improvement. Let me try this again. Why? I was like, why isn't my menu showing up at the bottom? Where is the menu? Why is it cut off? It's cut off on both my screens. I've never had that happen before. I can't, there's no options at the bottom. Why did that not work? So bizarre. It must just be on the PC. Wonder if it's because it's custom arena. Oh. Huh. That is bizarre. It's not showing up. Click left trigger. Turn on entrance. Huh, I've never seen that before. I am. See if we got it or not. Must be a PC thing. I've never experienced that. Not showing up. Alright, there we go. We got our entrance. Look at that arena. Beautiful. Yeah, John, I didn't pick up Fight Forever after that. Look at that Raw arena. That looks sick. Yeah, it looks good. The Tron and everything. Take it. By the way, I have to say, so I did this video today. All right, WWE Ticket 3 mode updates no one talks about. We're talking about Superstar mode because no one talks about Superstar mode. That's the thumbnail. It's Superstar mode. Somebody in big capital letters writes clickbait. Do I need to explain to people what clickbait is? If you think that's clickbait, or like Superstar mid. Good point. Vinnie Mac. Yeah, JC, I got called clickbait for that video. Oh, thanks, John. Glad you watched it on your... I was pretty happy with it. I try to do more graphic stuff. Try to keep it engaged. I just want to beat up this one. Gunner! Oh, right outside the ring to Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mr. McMahon. Remember with Bronson Reed at the roster, but does anyone have Bronson Reed in games you could... Oh, that would be custom. Bronson Reed's not in the game. Clarice, well, thanks. Have to agree on everything. Appreciate it. I just laughed because someone... Clickbait! I replied, I'm like, no, it's not. Just not. Yeah, I like when you, Mario, when you go back into NXT and they're just like, welcome back. Just question, what do you think about what will happen with Vince? Brandon, I kind of feel like it's going to build to Vince McMahon being exited. I feel like it is going to build to that. Sheamus' contract apparently ends in 24. Does he resign? Yeah. I don't see Sheamus going. Either retires or resigns. If he resigns, give him a little bit more of a Legends deal. He's not going to be going at it every... Thanks, Sean. Where's the mustache? Vince updated. Oh. Yeah, Brandon, I feel like Vince is going to be gone. I think that this is going to build up to the big investigation. He's going to be bye-bye for a very long time. He's going to be doing this. Uh-oh. What is this? What is happening? Oh, no. Nothing. Nothing happened. No one interfered. No one came out. Terrible. Very excited, guys. I'm going to add an extra camera in here. Oh, Vinnie Mac. Going for it. I'm going to try to add another camera so we can get a different camera. Flip back and forth. Fake out. It was a fake out. Vince was gone for how long last time? Months? Heel? He came back before WrestleMania, didn't he? It was not long. We had a couple of months where Trips was like running things. But I wonder if Vince will be kind of out, busy dealing with beds. So then Triple H will really run everything. Comment is clickbait. Get it? I thought it was 3 months, but it was July to April. Never mind, Big JC. It was much longer. Felt like nothing. Resigns and resigns. Yeah. That always screws me up. Hard thing to put in like a YouTube video too. You're like, this superstar resigns. You're like, signs? Resigned. Oh. Came back in January. Oh. Got him back in creative rounds. Yeah, we did. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That he was gone and then like we got him back in creative. WK23 clickbaits cutscenes always, which is Flex Machine, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on, Austin. Come on, Austin. Okay, I got signatures behind my head. Des Press, come on, let's go. What? Yeah. All right, here we go. Going up for it. We're gonna give him a big old stunner. Gone for another 9 months? Probably, and then come back again. Bang, stunner. Here we go. 1, 2. Victory! Don't go Steve Austin wins. Yeah. Daniel Garcia dance emote? That's a good one, D'Angelo. I'll add that. Wonderful. So good. Stone Cold Steve Austin beats dumbass McMahon. That's how you do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up here because I gotta go for dinner. Hungry. What about you? I'm starving. Thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out today. Talked a little, we got a little 2K, and that's always. So, you guys can, as you exit the house, shoes on, put your coat on, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll come back tomorrow. So, got new content coming in. We're gonna have some. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you.